Hey, hey, hey.
Hello.
Still, I'm
God. What
I
in
saved
the
it.
world?
I don't know. But let's talk about how I totally forgot to post the podcast. Our avid listeners, we had to post it late because I was so busy.
It was a very busy week for us. It was Thanksgiving. And the day prior to Thanksgiving is like one of our busier days at the market, like of the whole year. And we were a little busy.
Did I post it on Thanksgiving? I think I did.
No,
it was a day late. Or was it
we
later on
posted
Wednesday?
it late Wednesday.
Because then my family came. So we had like 28 people in our house.
Right. It was late Wednesday. It was fine. It was not a big deal. But
we just wanted to keep you all wondering when we were going to post it.
We started working at 4 a.m. that day. So I feel like we are to be given slack. It's not our fault. I'm sorry. Am I keeping you up?
I'm yawning. Yes, I was ready to podcast like 45 minutes ago and she kept talking.
Is that really what just happened?
I don't know.
We were actually just going through Kristen's phone of videos.
Well, I started to post a picture, like do a post for the farm, and somehow this video of Campbell got clicked. I'm like, oh my gosh. Then we both went down a memory lane rabbit hole of Liv and Olivia.
All of the kids.
Liv and Campbell.
Yes.
It was cute.
Yes.
Joey potty training while eating food and watching a show.
Only in our house.
He was eating salami.
Salami while potty training.
And laughing.
He was happy.
Watching the show. At least you have the tinkle guard on there, I saw.
I did. I was the best potty trainer, though. All three of my kids, 3 days and done.
Really?
Yes. My mom used to be like, you need to write a book. Like, I was such
The book would be called 3 Days and Done.
3 days and done. Literally, if you are trying to potty train a child, I can help you.
So what are your tricks?
So you start day one, and they are naked. They don't get any clothes. And you have to be very prepared to not leave your house for 3 days. Like, you are not going anywhere. You are to stay home. And once you make the commitment to step away from diapers, you have to stick with that commitment. There is no going back. You are done with diapers at this point. So...
And at what age were your children 3 days and done?
I would say they were... the boys were right at 3, and Liv was just over 2. Liv was really young, but I had just had Sam, and I was like, I cannot have 2 kids in diapers. This is awful. And so we potty trained her, and she was ready. So, yeah, I think the boys were about 3. Now, Sam, I had tried once, and this is the other thing, is if it doesn't work on the first day, if you're not starting to make progress, step back. It's not time. Do not force it. If you force it, you will regret it.
Especially with boys.
Yes, you will regret it. It will be a very long process. So, yeah, first day, totally naked, no clothes at all. And I was like, you do not pee on mommy's floor.
I was going to say, did you threaten them?
I just said you do not pee on mommy's floor.
Was there yelling?
Nope.
What if they tinkled?
They just didn't. Then I gave them all the water. And like every 10 minutes, I was like, do you have to go potty? Do you have to go potty? And you are committed to doing nothing but this for 3 days. So day 1, if you make it past day 1, you go to day 2, you put a pair of underwear on them. They still do not get the rest of their clothing. They are still naked the rest of the way. So
before they weren't allowed to leave the house, did you take them to pick out cute underwear that they wanted?
Yes. Oh, that's like a big thing for sure. So day 2, they get underwear. And now at night, they did get pull-ups. My kids got pull-ups at night, but no diapers during the day. And then day 3, they could have real clothing again. And if they made it 3 days, then you could leave the house for like minimal spurts at a time. And you better bring like extra changes of clothes. But my kids never had major accidents. I
would have died to like see you in public with your kid and they tinkled on the floor through their pants.
But they didn't. Because I'm the best freaking potty trainer ever.
That's good.
If I do nothing else in life, I'm a good potty trainer.
There you go.
Yeah,
she found her calling.
It's my secret.
You could start
talent.
a business. You could potty train people's kids.
I probably could. I could probably make a lot of money doing that. I don't really want to because it's really gross, but I could probably make a lot of money doing that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know,
good
but
for
I'm really good at it. So if you need any hints, I'll help you.
We were discussing potty training with Sam. And we were talking about things with him and potty training. Obviously, I wasn't around for that, but, like Bill and I have talked about all those things. Mm-hmm. And so we were talking about older kids who like wet the bed at night. Mm-hmm. And so Sam, we were talking about some things that they had to do with Sam. And he was like, what? I maybe won't talk about them.
No, I think he would probably, especially now.
He probably wouldn't care now. But he's like, really? Because we were talking about like some kids do wet the bed older. And usually it's boys.
Yes.
I mean, Parker definitely, once Campbell potty trained, she never even wore a pull-up at night. There is no chance that kid would have tinkled anywhere, anytime. She did not like to be wet. Like, that was not something. She was literally right before her second birthday. She asked right before to poopy on the potty, and that was it.
Yep.
She was potty trained by 2 through the day, through the night. And I'm sure we had an occasional accident, but she was like mortified.
That's how Liv was, though.
Yeah.
Once she was done, she was done.
Parker was potty trained by 3, but we said we couldn't go to Disney World to see Mickey Mouse unless he was potty trained. And we were really up to the wire on that one. But right before his 3rd birthday, he got it.
Yeah, I think my boys were just after 3. Both of them, I think, were. But they do say that's pretty normal for girls.
Wore a pull-up for a while because I didn't want to deal with it. Like, most of the time they didn't.
We wore pull-ups at night. We wore pull-ups at night for a while.
There's no shame in wearing a pull-up at night. Because I didn't want to deal with all that bed changing.
No way. And so then once we went through, like, I think maybe like a month or 2 of like a dry pull-up in the morning. Yeah. That's when we started to.
It was always so good. It was like, let's see if you're dry.
Yeah. It's
or
exciting.
I'm dry or I'm not dry, mommy.
Yeah. You can't yell at them. You can't like.
No, you have to be.
It's a hard thing.
Reinforcement, positive reinforcement.
So yeah, I am a
that was not on the schedule to talk about potty training, but somehow we went there.
No, but I'm a really good potty trainer.
That's good. Good to know. We'll add that to Danna's resume.
If nothing else in life. So Thanksgiving was nice.
Thanksgiving was great. It was busy, but so fun. We laughed. My sister-in-law and my sister, they don't listen, so we can talk about them. Our house was so chaotic. Like, we literally had so many people in the house, and there were so many people doing so many different things, which was great. It was wonderful. Like, everyone's stuff was everywhere now because everybody has little kids.
Right.
And we were doing crafts, and they were doing puffy paint, and they were doing paint, and they were, I don't even know what they were all doing, playing games. And it was just great. And my sister-in-law posted pictures of Thanksgiving. They were so not realistic. Like, I'm like, what? She was so good about taking pictures of everything the whole time.
My sister-in-law's a queen at it. She's so good, and I'm the worst.
Yeah, but I mean, how could we be if you're hosting and like you're working, you're doing all the cooking? But she posted pictures that it made it seem like the most quintessential, perfect Thanksgiving. Like Anna and my brother reading a book. These cute little crafts, like, I don't know, over here playing, like Sam's playing the guitar for all the kids. It was not that simple.
Did actually happen.
Oh, they happened, just not in the way that she portrayed them. It was like utter chaos. Like, it was so wild. And, you know, of course, they were screaming and yelling, and like someone was always yelling at their kids or like doing something.
Don't you feel like Kristen's
my siblings were fighting?
Thanksgiving is probably exactly that. Like, it's probably very like calm. And,
for sure. Not.
Like, yes, like. We churned our butter
We
together.
did churn our butter. We make butter every year. Everybody takes a turn churning the butter. Then we put it in one of my butter molds. And we actually did 2 butter molds this time because we had so much butter. And then we saved the buttermilk so I can make my cake.
What were we doing? Oh, well, so...
then you needed buttermilk.
I did. That's what I was just going to talk about.
Danna needed buttermilk. I'm like, oh, well, I can go get my buttermilk. But then I'm like, I can also teach you how to make buttermilk.
Which we did. So we have...
1 cup of milk to 1 tablespoon of vinegar, white vinegar. You can make your own soured buttermilk.
So Tom's friend had this idea that we had leftover oil because we fried a turkey and we roasted a turkey this year. And he had this idea that we should not let this oil go to waste.
It was a great idea.
It was a great idea. So Saturday night, we had a few friends over and we basically fried everything that we could think to fry in the oil before we get rid of it.
That was good.
So our one friend like made homemade coconut shrimp.
No.
Now, to be clear.
Well, he did make a big mess, and I really didn't have a whole... I mean, Andy is a great cook.
Also, this is so annoying that this continuously happens at my house.
Well, you had the grease.
Where the mess is.
I thought it was great.
It was awesome. I couldn't eat the majority of it because, I'm gluten-free, but everyone... That was the one thing I didn't really...
We made you 2 things.
Yeah, I had...
fish.
I was able to eat the potatoes. We made French fries.
Oh, French fries, yeah.
I was able to eat the steak. Yeah. And then we did a gluten-free beer. We didn't do beer batter, just a gluten-free batter.
Which,
and it was
frankly, was amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
Well, we kind of just, like, fudged that one.
Yeah, we just kind of made up a recipe.
Cornstarch.
Yeah. I think we
gluten-free
did gluten-free flour in
flour.
that one, yeah.
It was
good.
so
good. And so, yeah.
Bill and I took the fish home and made fish sandwiches the next day for lunch, which were killer.
Yep. So, yeah, that was really fun. That was a cool thing to do. Like, if you want to start a fun little tradition, that was something.
And then you just, all night, you just You eat
we
along
ate in
the night.
like, it was kind of like when
You
you go for
graze.
fondue. Yeah, like it's a little at a time. But it was very good and it was fun. It was a cool thing to do. So that was fun this weekend. And then I don't know what else I did this weekend.
We had our big pie social at church. So we were at church for like over half the day. It seemed like serving pies to people, which were very fun. So it's just like our church used to do it back home when I was growing up. So we used to have a Thanksgiving pie social. And so but everybody there used to make and bring pies. But we just donate all the pies to the church. So we serve pie to both services. And then people can just kind of hang out and visit and socialize.
That's
and
nice.
We did that. And then we came home and we started to decorate for Christmas. Danna's decorated.
Not to Kristin's
Her
liking.
halls are decked.
She first of all has told me that 1, I do not have enough decorations.
She does not.
And 2, she was like, this garland is ugly. I'm sorry, man.
I would say that I didn't say that, but it looks like it came from Odd Lots.
I don't know what Odd Lots is, and you can get
The
it out of my
dollar
house.
store.
It's not from the dollar store.
Where did you buy that?
I don't know. It's 1,000,000 years old.
Did it come lit?
Yes. It literally is like 1,000,000 years old. It's probably from like Michael's or something from forever ago. But the judgment that she is
It looks like
expressing-
something that my teacher decorated her classroom
Get out.
with.
Like, what is wrong with you?
I just feel like you have a very expensive, beautiful Christmas tree from Rogish Farms. You have other beautiful decorations.
Clearly not.
And then
I'm
you have
done
this
with her.
garland
I liked my
that is
garland.
not
I
happy.
thought it was so cute.
You did not.
Swear to God, why would I put it up if I didn't think it was cute? You're so offensive and rude.
You know that you said, I love this garland. I'm going to post a picture of it. It's the most boring garland.
It's just plain garland and it's lit, and I have
the
it
lip
wrapped
part,
around-
I guess, is nice.
She's so rude.
So what you could do is leave this up, and then we'll wrap another bigger one around it. It'll still be lit, and it'll have a more festive approach.
Anybody else done with her?
I'm just saying, I feel like you could do better on your garland. Everything else you have is nice.
She made me do
You just need more of it.
I had to do new garland on my fireplace because she didn't.
And you should post a picture of that because it looks so good.
It's fine. It looks fine.
You do have lovely stockings. Campbell does not love our stockings.
Those are very old. Those are from Pottery Barn. From
Yes, so when
I
Pottery Barn
splurged on
used
those
to
a long time
embroider-
ago, yeah.
Listen,
And I have a matching tree skirt with our name on it.
I do
with
like
our
your
last
tree
name.
skirt.
Yeah.
That's I did eye that.
That is something that I remember even when I had Joey. So
That's a nice piece.
Joey's 9.5.
I'm not going to knock that.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you. But I remember panicking when I had Joey because I thought, oh my gosh, what if they don't make them anymore? And I was gonna have to get.
Did
all
you
new
pre-buy
stockings.
stockings?
No, they had them, thankfully.
Well, their stocking selection is not as good as it used to be
No,
either.
and like I have, I always check people's like when they post stuff on Facebook and Instagram, and like I have a girlfriend who just posted, and she has, I can tell they're Pottery Barn ones also, but they have like pattern all over them, and I don't like them as much.
I like the plain, I like yours.
I do. I
Campbell
love my
was just saying,
stockings.
but like I lost the good stockings in my divorce.
Oh, he got them.
And I'm not even sure how.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. I asked Tom the other day, I said, if I wasn't around, would you be like, hey, today's the day we're going to go get a Christmas tree?
No,
Hey,
I don't think you get
today-
one.
No, he said he would get a tree for the kids. I said, what if you lived alone? He said, no, I would never have a tree.
That's
And-
so sad.
Yeah, and I said, okay, well, what about like, would you decorate? And he's like, no, probably not.
Tom, definitely after our conversations today.
He does not like any decor. So 2 out of my 3 kids have
He
Christmas
doesn't like
trees.
it, or he just doesn't want to do it.
I think it's a
But he put
combina-
up your Christmas lights. He liked that.
He did. So he likes Christmas lights. He's very into Christmas lights, and he's
So he's into that. He does the
he's-
outside, you do the inside.
Correct. He's very into like at one point he wanted to start something and be the house that people could drive through because of our driveway is like a wraparound.
Oh, you could.
Yeah, and so he wanted to have that, but thankfully he's changed his mind on that. But we did just put in, which you guys I know I've already gotten. We installed permanent lights this past weekend, which to be very clear, we totally cheaped out on them, and we have no idea how long these are going to last because we got like the Amazon ones, and he installed them himself, which he is quite handy, but who knows how long this will last.
Tom can fix anything.
He can. So if they break, he'll fix it. But we only paid $200 for him, so this could go either way. But I was talking to my mother-in-law and both my brother and his brother-in-law about the lights yesterday. And my mother-in-law was telling me my brother-in-law, Tom's brother, pays like $1,700.
Oh, every year to have them done.
To have them
and they
done.
take them down and store them.
And she was like, I can't believe it, blah, blah, blah. That has to be too much. So then I was talking to my brother, who he has never had this done, but he got a quote because he was like, I think I want to do this. And they wanted $2,000. And I'm like, Tom's like, I don't think that even if I could afford to do it, I can't justify it. Like, every year. Like, if you're going to spend $2,000, okay, on the permanent lights, that's fine. This is like a permanent thing, or however many thousands you're going to spend on having these installed. I can kind of understand.
Now, they do take them down, they store them for you, and then they bring them back and put them
Totally.
up.
And that's
But
wonderful.
now the permanent lights are an option.
Right.
Why would you?
I just cannot justify. I would pay thousands of dollars one time to have the permanent lights installed and then be done with it. Like, I just could not justify this.
Well, we've talked about this for a few years, and we've been looking into them.
I've never heard of it before this year, and I feel like it has blown up this year.
Yeah, and they've definitely made significant improvements. And we have the Govee lights. And so they've made like leaps and bounds strides from a couple years ago. So we're going to see how these work. We have one more like peak that needs done.
Same.
But we want to see how long our connection lasts. So I notice it's there because it's like downlight on the roof. No one else probably does. So we'll see how this lasts through the winter.
We have one, I say a peak, but it's not really a peak because it's flat, but it's like where the windows come out on the one.
We have your 3 dormers too he's going to do.
Yeah, so that needs done. And then he said maybe over the summer he would do the back of the house for like, because it would be fun for like parties and stuff.
For sure.
Like, so yeah, I think that we'll do the back of the house by the pool. But yeah, I like them.
Then you could do your garage. I want to do the barn. I want to do the market.
Yeah, like we'll go down the side. Like eventually, little by little, we'll do more and more. But I mean, it's a lot of work. Like he spent 2 full days in the cold, whereas
it really was a lot of work.
Regular Christmas lights, he would just put up a few hours. So this definitely took more time. But they do look beautiful. I'm very happy with them. So
they look nice.
That was our big thing of the weekend. I went shopping. I did some Christmas shopping yesterday.
We went to Costco and did some unexpected gifting.
That's what you said.
That was good. We got a couple people checked off.
We exchanged names at Thanksgiving for my family. And I got she doesn't listen. I got my one aunt. And I love her. Like, and I can get her anything. She's easy, right? Like, I can get her anything. But I'm like, I genuinely don't know what to get her. I'm really struggling. I don't know what to do. And she's like 78, 79. I don't know what the heck to get her.
Is this Graham's
my grandma's
sister? Kook.
My kook.
Oh, well, she would be good to buy for.
Yeah, like she's easy, but like at the same time, she doesn't need anything.
Yeah.
Know? So I don't know. And we don't really do like a price limit. We used to do a $50 price limit. And then it got to the point where like you can't really buy anything for $50 anymore.
Well, at our Thanksgiving, we decided that if you were, we buy gifts for 18 and under. And once you're past 18, we're not doing gifts anymore.
I like it.
So we're done.
I think that's
Dave
fair.
made the decision. I backed him up. I'm sure my sister-in-law didn't like it. But we're like, nobody needs anything. And it's just fun to get together. You don't have to get presents. It's fun when the kids are little.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you're just out.
For sure. I think that's perfect. So that's how we've always done it in our family is when you turn 18, you have to go into the gift exchange. Like
we're not even doing a gift exchange.
So we do one, and we didn't do it last year. And my mom, my grandma died, and then my grandpa died. And so my mom is not sad. She said to me, she's of course sad. That came out the wrong way. But she said to me, like, she's so glad that, like, I took over Thanksgiving. She's like, because then I don't have to think about, like, when we were at a different house with them being there. And so she asked if we could do the gift exchange again. I think she really enjoys it because my grandma really liked it. So she kind of wanted to keep it going. So I'm going to keep it going for her, even though it's kind of a pain in the tush. But
yeah,
whatever. That's
sometimes you do the things. Because
we're killing 2 birds with one stone this year. We're celebrating on New Year's Day with my family this year.
Nice. When does Hanukkah start?
Well, that's why. It starts the day after Christmas.
Okay. Well, that's kind of interesting.
So,
that's fun.
Yeah, so they're totally separate this year.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll do New Year's Day. Yeah, so I don't know.
We sold our menorahs.
We did sell them?
Well, at least one. Okay. I haven't looked to see if the second one's gone, but somebody bought the first one. They were nice menorahs.
People every year have asked if we've had any Hanukkah stuff, and we never have. So now
this year we did.
So that was nice. I think
somebody bought one.
Yeah. We've sold a lot of Christmas stuff. People
we
really
have. It's been very exciting. I get very excited to see what sells and what doesn't sell. And It's been fun. We did our Santa on the Farm event. That was wildly popular.
Amazing.
Super fun. A lot of work to tear down. Seems like it was way more fun going up. But our Santa is amazing.
And he said he'll come back.
He said he'll come back. He would not commit until after the event. Like Carrie and I were like pushing him. He was like, after the event, we can talk. So clearly it was like, how does the photographer do? How does the day flow?
But he felt
is it going to go good?
Successful.
I feel like we have a pretty slick setup for him to like, Santa can back right up to the door. He can sneak in. He can get dressed in his dressing room, walk up heated stairs.
It was perfect.
Enter his room. I used my sleigh. I need to send pictures to the family that we bought the sleigh from because I feel like that'll really make their day.
Yeah.
Just knowing that it was used for so many kids and, you know, I was thrilled to use the sleigh. That's kind of something I wanted to do. Nice. And so it was great. So now we had a snow day today because we're in the snow belts and hopefully we're getting pummeled outside right now and there's no school tomorrow.
I know, it would be so
That
nice.
would be great.
It would be wonderful.
Yeah. And we're out of time.
Yeah, that's it.
So that was a fast 20.
Yeah, that did go quickly.
I'm not going to forget to post on time.
We'll do it on time this week.
Until next time, friends, we're Miss Matt.